My name is Julia Cockney and I just turned 69 in April. Growing up around Stanton area when I was a little girl, it was such a beautiful place. I remember, I was only 7 years old, but I can remember so much of Stanton and Anderson River. It's where I grew up and I felt so safe with my mom and dad. And then we had to go to residential school from there. And it wasn't easy. We didn't have the best grub. I remember having to run down to the cellar to grab raw potatoes. We used to steal them because we had to, we were hungry. One of the things I was always angry at is feeling alone. You know, you're hurt, you run to your mom. You need guidance, you talk to your dad. But when I was 7 years old, when they moved me from Stanton to residential school and lay all the rules down that they wanted to lay down, there was nobody there for me. So I had to learn hard how to take care of me, how to fight for me. I had nobody to talk to, nobody to run to. It was me I had to depend on. And I learned how to do that. And there were times I wasn't a very nice girl, but I had to survive. And after I came out of residential school, I met my husband Roy. I was really young and I didn't know anything about traditional life. I was scared to even light a Primus stove. Oh my goodness sakes. You know, you meet your husband and you figure life is gonna be easy now. Next thing I'm having kids. I don't even know how to raise kids. I never lived in a family. Oh, the pain I brought my kids through, to think about it today, I feel so sad. I used to go to my mom. My mom is a really gentle woman, small and gentle, and I used to sit beside her, but I'd never say nothing. I'd just sit there and never talk to her. But she knew I wasn't feeling good. But I'd be sitting there and I'd just start crying and knowing my mom was there for me. Somebody was there for me, you know, and I cried. But I never really told her anything about my life. But she understood. I mean, we were not rich, but I felt we were rich because she was there for me. I didn't have her when I was small. When I went to residential school, she wasn't there because I wasn't like with 100 other kids. We were all lost. But when I finally came home and started having problems, she was the one I turned to. When my dad was alive, there was always food around. That's what I learned, I think. If I was hungry, I'd grab some dry fish. And if I wanted something else, I'd grab maybe quack or something. But there was always food there when my dad was there. But after he passed away from cancer, I knew hunger. And from there I made up my mind I will never let my kids go through that. As long as I'm alive, I'll make sure that there's something for my kids to eat. Me and my husband, we live a native lifestyle. We work hard for it. In the summertime, we go to our fish camp and fish all summer. I go pick berries, store that for the winter. And it's a good life. Somebody who makes a difference in my life is Roy. Because I grew up really tough and my words were really painful sometimes when I finally got mad. And he'd always tell me, Julia, take it easy. Watch your attitude. Be nice to people, that kind of stuff. I try to be close to my kids all the time. So I've slowly learned how to be. I don't know if I'm gentle. I could never place myself as being a gentle person to everybody, but to my family I'm starting to get easier. Okay. An acre of diamonds I offer to you, a solid gold mansion, an airplane or two. This whole world would be yours to have and to hold, if teardrops were pennies and heartaches were gold. Easier access to the land is gonna be good for our community. And it's so beautiful out there. Like, you can see the land the way we know the land is there, but to see it, to be there is so special. And one of the things that I'm kind of scared of is we're not isolated. We won't be isolated anymore. That road there will open us to the outside world. And whatever the outside world have is going to slowly come to attack. That's one of my main worries about having the road open, is there'll be a lot of different drugs coming in. It's our kids that are going to be living through it.